When you invest in yourself and start a business that's based on a passion or a purpose or a creative talent, and you put that out into the world, you will feel happier, you'll feel more content, you'll have more joy in your life, you'll be working with clients who need exactly what you have to give. And that feeling is so energizing. And it all works together in this bigger picture. I'm Kat May, Kat May Designs, and I'm a graphic designer. I specialize in brand identity design. So not just the logo, the whole shebang, whole brand. We want to really build your business into a brand and a recognizable brand. And so the way that you build a brand equity is by figuring out what your brand should look like, what makes the most sense for you, your business, your team, as well as your audience, and then designing that and sticking to it. That's why I have such an in-depth brand process. We really talk about the strategy, the look and feel, the tone, and all of that to make sure that this is something you can commit to long-term to build up that recognizable brand. The reason why you want to be a recognizable brand is because when someone is like, hey, I have this need, or I've been looking for this thing, you want people to think of you immediately. You want them to, your name and your brand and your visuals to come up in their mind first. And so that's really the power of branding. The difference between a business and a brand is that a brand is recognizable. That's really the biggest difference. And so once you've built up a recognizable brand, then you can start expanding to other things. You can start creating merchandising, you can start doing whatever other stuff you want. And with a brand, your marketing becomes more efficient, so you're able to do more with less once people start to recognize the brand. I mean, you can really grow it to all sorts of levels. You can really do anything once you have a brand. You know, there's so many things to think about, right? Like, you know, logo design, which is really not that important thing anymore. How do I even start my social media marketing? How do I come up with my content? How do I do video? How do I do reels? How do I do ad spend, which is a whole other thing, right? And how do I even do all of this when I'm still kind of figuring it out myself and I'm feeling insecure or vulnerable of showing up online? So what I like to do is I walk people through a process that one gives them their visuals and then also help them with figuring out how to approach the content creation part and the social media part, media marketing part. The way that we go about it with coaching is we're going to start really small and we're going to talk mostly about your business, ways to make sure that your business is running successfully, that you're monetizing, all of that stuff, right? Because I really want to make sure that you're monetizing from it and then have a plan of action that you can grow sustainably. The second part of it is then we also talk about the emotional components about it, right? So, you know, if you have something you're struggling with, you're feeling imposter syndrome, feeling fear, insecurity, then we can talk about that as well. And making sure that we're addressing both of them together, because by growing one area, your personal self, you will grow the other. Something that I say often is that your business's strengths and weaknesses are almost inevitably your own personal strengths or weaknesses. So by growing and healing yourself from the inside out, then you grow your business and you show up better in business because of it.